In our lives, there is nothing more essential than water. No life, whether a single flower, a child, a family, or a great city, can long survive without it. But water also has a mind of its own. It will go where it wants to go, be where it wants to be, and the result can sometimes be devastating. Jean Boyle is a project manager for the water department of WHPacific. She has spent her professional career balancing the dual nature of water.
There's a real balancing act with water. There's a lot of benefits with water, with our communities, drinking water, and a lot of recreational activities. But then there's a lot of negatives as well, when we get too much of a good thing, basically. Water can be very erosive, very powerful. It also can create flooding conditions in our streets. What our job is, basically, is to design for those extreme events to provide safety in our communities. When we develop in our communities, it creates a lot of impervious surface areas, such as parking lots, roadways, even our driveways at our houses and the roofs. And that creates a lot more stormwater runoff. And so with our design work, we design towards those extreme events, and we look at how to collect this water and safely get it through our communities.
The water engineer designs ways to safely deal with the flooding that often results from this runoff by creating improved channels for water to flow downstream. An example of a WHPacific flood control project is Confluence Park in Denver, a community that has a long history of flooding from the South Platte River.
Confluence Park is a project that had a lot of different aspects to it. The engineering included floodplain improvements. It also included a kayak course, a diversion to be able to go around a dam structure that controlled the channel bottom from eroding. And then there were some additional recreational activities. A lot of kids play in the water. People can go fishing down there. There's an area where it gets real shallow, so the kids like to splash on these really hot days down in Denver.
And of course, in each WHPacific water project, there is an environmental component.
Well, when we design our projects, especially working in drainageway areas, we like to make our projects look natural. Basically, nature is a good architect. So we use rocks a lot rather than concrete to blend in and look like it belonged there. So we will get grasses and a lot of wetland type plants to grow along the channel edges to bring back that natural look. Then with our projects, we try and enhance the recreational aspect, such as bike trails for walking and biking on. We've actually even done horse trails.
As freshwater resources become in greater demand and communities need greater access to water, the engineer is tasked with bringing water to where it is needed, creating reservoirs, dams, pump stations.
WHPacific has been designing channel improvements, drainageway improvements for a very long time. And so some of the new techniques that are coming out, such as LID, low impact development, is a technique that we've been using for years and years and years. One of the things that I'm personally proud of is we're the first company to do water quality improvements, even before it became a requirement.
WHPacific creates ways to bring water to thirsty communities. It also creates and improves systems to protect lands, property, and people from those times Mother Nature reveals her wild side. They do all this in a manner that protects and enhances natural landforms. It is engineering in partner with nature.